When someone tells you to study, there's no beginning, there's no ending. You can never be too prepared for a test.
Right.
How do you think about studying now?
I feel like I started thinking about studying a lot differently after I've taken a lot of neuroscience classes, because now I understand what studying is doing. I think a lot of students think about studying as a task, that they're like, I need to check off this task in order to be prepared for my test. And now I realize that studying is a process, and it doesn't just start right before the test. Studying is a long-term process because that's how your brain remembers things. So I like to think of the brain as like, you know, on your phone when you get iCloud storage full and you go into your pictures and you're like, I don't need the picture of my thumb. I don't need the screenshot from 5 years ago. I don't need all these things. Your brain does that every single day. It goes in and it prunes out all of the not important memories. And so what studying does is it puts that importance tag on your memory, so that you can actually remember it when you get to the test, because you don't want your brain to toss it out thinking it's just like a screenshot of your thumb, right? So I think that studying now, knowing more about the brain, is a lot different than studying before I knew more.
The number one question I receive, especially from high school and college students, is I show up to the test, and we call it test anxiety, but essentially their mind goes blank. Now, there could be high levels of anxiety, but I think more often than not, we're just not getting information from short-term to long-term memory. Talk me through how you do that.
Yeah. So the way that our brain encodes long-term memories is that they put two types of importance tags on them. So that's either an emotional importance tag. So like you don't forget the day that you graduated from high school. That has an emotional importance tag on it. And then you get an importance tag from use. So bringing it from long-term to short-term. So the more times you recall it is also a way that you can like put that importance tag on it. And so in that moment when you like can't remember, a lot of times it's good to remember things that are in the periphery of you were trying to like remember it. So for me, if I'm in a test and I'm like, I do not remember this, I try to remember what color was the teacher writing on the chalkboard in. Did something happen that day in the lecture that I remember that was like a key moment? Did someone drop their water bottle? Did something else happen that could like help me remember the whole scenario and the whole situation? And so I try to remember other things that could have put an importance tag on that memory. That's one thing that I try to do.
Thank you so much for watching. If you're ready to dive deeper, check out the free resources linked below in the description.